Okay, so let's discuss about the chain rule. So, kung napapansin niyo na meron tayong mga functions, ano? Let's say, 'di ba meron tayong tinatawag na composition of functions, okay? So, if we have two compositions, okay? And we're gonna find the derivative of y with respect to x, okay? So, meron tayong tatlong formula for chain rule on how we can get the derivative of y with respect to x. Okay? Sabi dito, the chain rule is used in differentiating compositions of functions. Okay, so let's start with number one. Ano? So for number one, let's say we have two composition of functions. No? We have y is equal to f of u and we have u is equal to g of x. Okay, so dalawa yung composition natin yan. Yung y is in terms of u. Okay, then yung meron tayong u na in terms of x naman. Okay, so kapag ganyan yung composition ng function natin, in order to get the derivative of y with respect to x, we just simply multiply, okay, and or get the product of the derivative of y with respect to u to the derivative of u with respect to x. Okay, so kung pansin nyo kasi dyan, parang magka-cancel dyan yung du dito eh. So magiging dy over dx siya. Okay, so yun yung ano sa kanya, no? Yun yung formula. Kung ang composition of functions natin is y is equal to f of u and u is equal to g of x. Okay? So, para naman sa number 2, if we have the composition y is equal to f of u, and then this time x is equal to g of u, pareha silang in terms of u, no? Meron tayong y in terms of u, tapos meron tayong x, tapos in terms of u din siya. So, in order to get the derivative of y with respect to x, okay, this time we just simply divide the derivative of y with respect to u over the derivative of x with respect to u. Okay? So, kung pansin nyo, magka-cancel dyan yung du. So, magiging dy over dx siya. Okay? And then, lastly, usually kasi ang given sa atin sa function, di ba, y is equal to f of x. Okay? So, di ba, pagka yan, ganyan kasi, pag dinerivative mo yung y with respect to x, that is equal to the derivative of f of x. Okay, with respect to x. Kaya lang, what about if ang given is x? Okay? X is equal to f of y. So, syempre, pag dinerivative ko yan, yung x is equal to f of y, that is dx over dy, ano? Okay? That is the derivative of f of y with respect to y. Okay? So, kaya lang, kung ang hahanapin natin class is yung derivative of y with respect to x, you just simply get the reciprocal of the derivative of x with respect to y. Ano? So, pag nikinuha mo yung reciprocal niyan, okay? So, yun na yung derivative ng y with respect to x. Okay? Okay, so let's have an example para mas ma-appreciate natin siya. So, let's have example number 1. Ano? Example number 1, we have y is equal to 1 minus x cubed quantity square. By the way, guys, now, this one will can be solved using the general power formula. Okay? So, kaya lang, since ang dinidiscuss natin dito is chain rule, let's focus on how we use chain rule here. Okay? So, if I will get itong nasa loob ng parenthesis, no? I will set this as u. Okay? U is equal to 1 minus x cubed. Okay? So, pag ginawa ko siyang u, ibig sabihin, ang magiging composition ng y is equal to u square. Okay? So, tama ba? Itong 1 minus x cubed is gagawin ko siyang u. So, kung napansin nyo, ito, yung u na yan yung u is equal to g of x. Tapos, ito namang y is equal to u squared. Di ba yan yung y is equal to f of u. Okay? So, if I will find the derivative of y with respect to x. Diba? Paano pagka ganyan? We just simply get the product of the derivative of y. Okay, kunin ko yung derivative na to, no? Derivative of y with respect to u. Okay, multiply by the derivative of u with respect to x. Okay? So, kailangan natin makuha yung derivative muna ng y with respect to u, and then yung derivative ng u with respect to x. Okay. So, since y is equal to u squared, okay, natin lagay yan. Y is equal to u squared. Therefore, the derivative of y with respect to u, that is equal to, okay, so that is the derivative of a power, no? So, 2u raised to 2 minus 1, ano? So, 1 na lang yan. So, that is the derivative of y with respect to u. Para naman dun sa u is equal to 1 minus x cubed, okay? So, taking the derivative of u with respect to x, that is equal to, so derivative of a sum or difference. So, derivative ng 1 is 0, and then derivative ng negative x cubed, that is negative 3x raised to 3 minus 1, that is 2. So, negative 3x square. Okay? So, pag in-apply ko na yan dito, meron akong, para makuha ko yung dy over dx. Okay? Kailangan ko yung dy over du. Ang dy over du is 2u. Then, multiply by the du over dx. Ang du over dx is negative 3x square. Okay? That is equal to, so 2 times negative 3x square, that is negative 6x square u. Okay? So, to simplify, tandaan nyo class na naka in terms of x tayo dito, dy over dx. Dapat, lahat ng variables dyan is naka in terms of x din. Okay? So, yung u, kailangan mapalitan ko siya ng in terms of x. So, that is negative 6x square multiply by ano yung u? Ang u natin is 1 minus x cubed. Okay? So, this is our final answer. So, kung napansin niyo, medyo mahaba lang naman siya using chain rule. Ano? Pero, in-explain lang kasi natin kung paano siya nakuha. Okay, so by the way, again, if you have the free will, you can solve this using the general power formula. Okay, so if you have questions, you can interrupt me na lang. So let's have an example number 2. Okay, so let's say, let's have the composition of y is equal to 1 over 1 plus u. And u is equal to 1 over 1 minus x. Okay? So this is y is equal to f of u. And then again, this one is u is equal to g of x. Okay? So if I will find the derivative of y with respect to x, that is again also equal to the product of the derivative of y with respect to u. Okay, multiply by the derivative of u with respect to x. Okay? So dito muna tayo sa y is equal to f of u. So y is equal to 1 over 1 plus u. Okay? You can do the shortcut dun sa derivative of quotient, no? Pero kung hindi nyo alam yung shortcut, okay lang naman. Just use the simple derivative, no? So this is v and this is u. So taking the derivative of y with respect to u. Okay? So v du minus u db over b squared. Okay? So v muna, that is 1 plus u. Multiply by the derivative of u. Ang u natin is 1, no? So derivative ng 1, that is a constant. That is 0. Okay? Minus u db. So yung u is 1. Multiply by the derivative of v. Derivative, ang b is 1 plus u, ano? Derivative of a sum to. Derivative ng 1, that is 0. But derivative ng u is 1. So 1. All over b square. So ang v is 1 plus u quantity square. So simplify, that is equal to, so this is 0. This is negative 1 times 1, that is negative 1 all over 1 plus u quantity square. So yan yung value ng dy over du natin. Okay? So, para naman sa du over dx, ano? So, we have u is equal to 1 over 1 minus x. Okay? So, taking the derivative of u with respect to x, that is equal to, again, derivative of a quotient. Okay, so this is b, this is u. By the way, you can do shortcut na lang naman kasi that is negative, ano yan, ang makakalabasan yan is negative 1 over 1 minus x quantity square. Pero kung hindi nyo talaga makabisado yung shortcut, okay lang naman. Okay, so v muna, v is 1 minus x multiplied by the derivative of u. Derivative ng 1, that is 0. Minus u, okay, 1. Multiplied by the derivative of, by the way, negative pala kasi ito kaya magpa-positive yun. Ayan. So, derivative ng v, derivative ng 1 minus x, ano? So, derivative ng 1 is 0. But yung derivative ng negative x, that is negative 1. Negative 1. All over b squared. So, 1 minus x quantity squared. So, simplify, that is, ang du over dx is equal to, so negative 1 times negative 1, that is positive 1 all over 1 minus x quantity squared. So, meron na tayong value ng dy over du. Okay, ito yun. Meron na rin tayong du over dx. So, therefore, taking the derivative of y with respect to x is equal to, so dy over du, that is negative 1 all over 1 plus u quantity square. Multiply by du over dx. Okay, ang du over dx is 1 all over 1 minus x quantity square. Okay, so let's simplify this one. By the way, class, paano ko pala siya masisimplify, ano? Naka-u itong isa. Kailangan naka in terms of x tayo. Okay, so lagyan natin yung value ng u. So, dy over dx is equal to negative 1 all over 1 plus, ang value ng u is, ano na nga? Ito, 1 over 1 minus x. 1 over 1 minus x quantity square. Okay, multiply by 1 over 1 minus x quantity square. Okay, so let's simplify. Equals, so negative 1 over, ano gagawin ko dito? Okay, so pwede nyo iba, kung meron kayo, kung kala nyo mas technique, pwedeng cross multiplication na lang, ano, kasi 1 naman yan. Or, kung hindi nyo talaga hindi kayo marunong mag-add ng fraction, gawin nyo ganito. Yung 1, pwede kong palitan ng, kung ang denominator na to, that is 1 minus x na. So, natin yan. So, yung 1 dito, palitan ko ng 1 minus x over 1 minus x. Ayan. Okay, so di ba, ito yung 1 dito kanina, no? Palitan ko ng 1 minus x over 1 minus x. So, 1 pa rin naman yan. So, kaya para kapag magkamukha ang denominator, pwede ko nang pag-addin yung numerator, no? So, meron tayong dito 1 plus 1, that is 2. And then minus x. Gitna na natin. That is 1 plus 1 is 2 minus x over, so yung rewrite lang yung denominator, no? 1 minus x quantity squared multiply by 1 over 1 minus x quantity squared. Okay? That is equal to negative 1 over, remember class, no? Naka-squared yan pareha, so pwede kong paghiwalayin na ganito. Pwede kong gawin 2 minus x quantity square all over 1 minus x quantity square. Okay, multiply by 1 over 1 minus x quantity square. Okay. So, since nasa baba na ito no, pagka nag-FOIL method ka kasi diyan, etong 1 minus x quantity square na to mapupunta to sa taas. Okay? So, pwede dito pa lang pwede ko nang cancelin 'yan. 1 minus x square, 1 minus x quantity square. Cancel 'yan. So, therefore, ang derivative of y with respect to x, that is equal to negative 1 all over 2 minus x quantity square. So, yun yung final answer natin. Any question, class? Sabi na natin sagot na yan. Negative 1 over 2 minus x quantity squared. Okay, so sige, kung walang question, tuloy natin. Okay, let's have number 3. Okay, let's say we have the function x is equal to square root of 1 plus y squared. Okay, so ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, no? This is x is equal to f of y. Okay, hindi siya yung karaniwan na y is equal to f of x, no? So, kung sa free will differentiation, so kung mas nadadalian kayo sa y is equal to f of x, you can isolate naman yung y dito, no? Kaya lang, since ito naman na yung given, you can proceed using this one, ano, yung x is equal to f of y. So, therefore, in order to get the derivative of y with respect to x, kasi yun ang hinanap natin dito eh, derivative of y with respect to x eh. Just simply get the reciprocal of the derivative of x with respect to y. Okay, kunin mo lang yung reciprocal niyan. Okay, so write natin ito. So, x is equal to 1 plus y square raised to, gawin natin raised to 1 half yung square root. Okay? Let's proceed. So, I will take the derivative of x with respect to y. Okay, kasi in terms of y siya, no? So, this is a general power formula na lang. Okay, where n is 1 half, ano? That is 1 half multiply by 1. Okay, yung u, ano? 1 plus y square raised to 1 half minus 1. Okay, and then multiply by the derivative of 1 plus y square with respect to y. Okay? So therefore, dx over dy, let's simplify this one. That is 1 half multiply by 1 plus y square raised to 1 half minus 1, that is negative 1 half. Okay? Multiply by the derivative of 1 plus y square. Remember guys na ang derivative ng 1 is 0, but yung derivative ng y square with respect to y, that is 2y. Okay? So let's simplify again. Pwede kong makancel yung 2 dito. Okay? And then itong 1 plus y square raised to 1 half, negative 1 half, pwede kong ibaba para maging positive yung exponent niya, no? So therefore, yung dx over dy natin is equal to y over 1 plus y square raised to 1 half na lang. Ayan. So that is the dx over dy. Or pwedeng gawin na square root, no? Pwede rin ganun. Okay, so sige, gawin na natin square root para hindi naman. Square root. Ayan. Raised to 1 half. So, kung nakuha nyo na yung dx over dy, pwede nyo siyang gamitin dito para makuha yung dy over dx. So, dy over dx is equal to, kunin nyo lang yung reciprocal nung dx over dy. That is 1 over dx over dy. Ang dx over dy is y all over square root of 1 plus y squared. Okay? So, pag sinimplify ko yan, ano? That is dy over dx is equal to, okay, so pwede, etong 1 or square root of 1 plus y squared, that is magiging numerator na. 1 plus y squared over y. Okay, so tapos na ba? Okay, so hindi pa, no, kasi dy over dx ang hinanap natin dito. So dapat yung sagot natin is naka in terms of x. So paano gagawin ko sa kanya? Okay, so tingnan natin. Etong square root of 1 plus y square, pwede kong palitan niya ng x. Kasi di ba yung x is equal to 1 plus y square. So tingnan natin. X is equal to square root of 1 plus y square. Okay? So if I will square both sides of the equation, okay, pag in-square ko yan, so magiging x squared dito, then dito mawawala yung radical, no? So magiging 1 plus y square na lang siya. Okay, so pag nilipat ko tong 1 sa kabila, so magiging y square is equal to, etong 1 magiging negative na. So x square minus 1. Okay, so to get the value of y itself, taking the square root of both sides, so square root of y squared, that is y, then equals square root of x squared minus 1. Okay, so let's proceed to the value. So therefore, the derivative of y with respect to x is equal to yung square root of 1 plus y squared. Saan na nga siya equal? Equal siya sa x, yung 1 square root of 1 plus y squared. So that is equal to x over, saan equal yung y? Equal yung y sa square root of x squared minus 1. Square root of x squared minus 1. So this is our final answer. Nuggets pa, class? Question? Baka may question nga.
So, isa-substitute lang po.
Oo, kasi kailangan natin siya dapat in terms of x, no? Kasi kung napansin nyo, naka-y to. Eh, ang hinanap natin dito is dy over dx. So, dapat maging naka-in terms of x siya. So, you just need to substitute kung ano man yung mga values na available. So, since nakita natin na yung square root of 1 plus y squared dito is equal naman siya sa x. So, palitan ko siya ng x. Okay? And then yung y, dinerive natin para makuha natin yung value niya. Na yung y is equal pala sa square root of x squared minus 1. Yun. So, ganun lang. May question pa? Oh, okay. So, sige. Proceed tayo sa example number 4 kung walang question. Okay. So, last example tayo sa chain rule. So, let's have the composition y is equal to u all over 1 minus u. And then, x is equal to u over 1 minus u square. Okay? So, yung dalawang composition na yan, this is y is equal to f of u. And then, this one is x is equal to g of u. Okay? So, in order to get for the derivative of y with respect to x, okay, we have to get the quotient of the derivative of y with respect to u over the derivative of x with respect to u. Okay, kasi pag dinerivative ko to, that is dy over du, ano? Then ito naman, pag dinerivative ko, that is dx over du. So, para makuha ko yung dy over dx, I just simply need to divide the two. Okay, where yung dy over du is the numerator. Okay, so kung mapapansin nyo kasi magka-cancel dyan yung du at yung dalawang du dito. So, kaya magiging dy over dx na lang. Okay, so let's proceed, no? So, dito muna tayo sa y is equal to u over 1 minus u. So, taking the derivative of a quotient, okay? So, the denominator, that is the v, and yung numerator, that is u. Okay? So, therefore, dy over du is equal to, so v du minus u dv over b squared, no? So, kung mas gusto nyo gamitin yung low d high, high d low, parehas lang naman yan. Okay, so v, ang b is 1 minus u. Okay, so kung napapansin nyo, medyo mabilis na ako mag-derivative, ano, kasi ilang beses tayo nagde-derivative. Ayun naman, kahit pa paano, nakakasabay na kayo dun sa, sa flow ng pagdi-derivative. Okay, so v, rewrite ko yung v, multiply by the derivative of u. Okay, derivative ng u, with respect to u, that is 1. Okay, minus, yung u naman, ang u, sakto yung u kasi ang value na u din. U, multiply by the derivative of b. Ang v is 1 minus u, So, this is the derivative of a sum or difference. Derivative ng 1 is 0, but yung derivative ng negative u, that is negative 1. Okay? All over v square. So, ang b is 1 minus u quantity squared. Okay? So, let's simplify this one. dy over du is equal to, since multiply by 1 lang naman yan, write ko na lang yan, 1 minus u. Okay? And the negative u, multiply by negative 1, that is positive u. Okay? All over 1 minus u quantity squared. So, therefore, ang dy over du natin is equal to, so negative u plus u, cancel yan. That is 1 over 1 minus u quantity squared. So that is dy over du. No? So meron na tayong dy over du. Doon naman tayo sa dx over du. So we have x is equal to u all over 1 minus u squared. So same process lang class, no? Sabi ko sa inyo, kahit hindi nyo kabisaduhin yung differentiation formulas, as long as lagi nyo naman siyang ginagamit, hindi na rin kayo mahihirapan. So denominator that is v, then yung numerator that is u. So taking the derivative of x with respect to u, that is equal to, again, b du minus u db all over b squared. So ang v ko this time is 1 minus u squared multiplied by the derivative of u with respect to u. So yung u is 1. Okay, derivative ng u. Minus u, okay, u multiplied by the derivative of v. Ang b is 1 minus u squared, no? So derivative ng 1 is 0, but yung derivative ng negative u squared, that is negative 2u. Okay? All over v squared. Ang b is 1 minus u quantity squared. Okay? Sorry, meron pa palang square dito sa loob. Okay, ito pa lang yung b, then b squared kasi, kaya nagkaroon pa ng square sa labas. So simplify, dx over du is equal to, since multiply by 1 lang naman yan, so that is, dito, 1 minus u squared. So negative u multiplied by negative 2u, that is positive 2u squared over 1 minus u squared quantity squared. Okay, so let's simplify this one. So therefore, dx over du is equal to, so 2u squared minus u squared, that is 1u squared na lang, no? Or u squared na lang, plus 1 all over 1 minus u squared quantity squared. So this is our value of dx over du. Okay, so since meron na tayong dy over du tsaka dx over du, we can now get the dy over dx. Okay, that is equal to the derivative of y with respect to u divided by the derivative of x with respect to u. Okay, so unahin natin yung dy over du. Ano value niya? Ito yung dy over du. Okay, so this is 1 over 1 minus u quantity squared. Okay, all over dx over du. Ang dx over du is u squared plus 1 all over 1 minus u squared quantity squared. Okay, so if magsisimplify ako nun, this, baka meron pa sa inyo hindi marunong mag-divide. Just simply multiply yung outer and then yung inner. Where yung outer is yung numerator, then yung inner is yung denominator. Therefore, dy over dx is equal to, so 1 multiplied by 1 minus u squared quantity squared, so that is 1 minus u squared quantity squared all over, so this is 1 minus u quantity squared multiplied by u squared plus 1. So that is, ganoon lang, pagtabihin mo lang sila. 1 minus u quantity squared multiplied by u squared plus 1. Okay, so how can we simplify this one? Mag-simplify pa ba natin siya? Okay, so pwede pa siguro, try natin. Dy over dx is equal to, yung 1 minus u squared, okay? Di ba yung 1 minus u squared is ano siya? Yan yung 1 plus u multiplied by 1 minus u. Okay, di ba yun siya pag pinagmula mo, this is 1 square, this is negative u plus u, so 0 yun, so then negative u square. So ito yun, etong 1 plus u multiplied by 1 minus u, yan yung 1 minus u square. Kaya lang, since naka-squared pa yan sa labas, so kailangan i-squared ko pa siya dito sa labas ulit. Okay, Then all over 1 minus u, quantity square, multiply by u square plus 1. Okay? So that is equal to, since pareho naka-square yan, pwede ko nang i-distribute yung square dito sa labas, no? Maging 1 plus u, quantity square, tsaka 1 minus u, quantity square, all over 1 minus u, quantity square, multiply by u square plus 1. Okay? So therefore, pwede kong cancelin itong 1 minus u, quantity square dito, tsaka yung 1 minus u, quantity square dito. So therefore, ang derivative ng y with respect to x is equal to dito 1 plus u, quantity square, all over u square plus 1. Okay? Tapos na ba? So, hindi pa. Kasi hindi ba dapat ang nakasagot natin dyan is naka-in terms of ano dapat tayo? Tawag dito. Hindi. Tama lang pala. Tama lang. Tama lang naka-in terms of u. Okay, kasi yun yung ano sa kanila, yun yung given nila parehas eh. Ayan. So, this is our final answer no. Okay, parehas nga pala silang naka-in terms of u. So, any question, class? Baka may question kayo. So, for this case, no, kung sa dinidivide, so okay lang na naka-ano yan, naka-in terms of u sila parehas. Pero, pwede pa rin namang yan, no? Pwede pa rin namang i-substitute, kaya lang magde-derive pa lang naman eh.